What if the objects gathering dust in your attic, garage, and kitchen cupboards held the key to unlocking your garden's true potential? Welcome to Suhar Aesthetic Studio, a place where discarded things find new purpose and imagination takes root. In this collection, we journey through a world of creative ideas, exploring how everyday items destined for the landfill can be transformed into stunning and personal pieces of garden art. We believe that with a little creativity, anything can become a beautiful focal point for your outdoor space, telling a unique story that is entirely your own. I'd love to hear from you. Which style captured your imagination most? What forgotten item in your home has just sparked a new possibility? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your inspiration could be the spark for someone else. Behind this screen is not just a creator, but a dreamer with a family. Every like, comment, and subscription helps this creative garden grow, and it truly means the world. Thank you for being here, and thank you for seeing the potential in the overlooked. 1. Rustic retreat from recycled finds. Create an enchanting gathering spot in your garden by crafting a cozy fire pit circle from recycled and natural materials. This project transforms industrial scrap and simple logs into a rustic yet elegant retreat, perfect for cool evenings. The centerpiece is a large, durable fire pit made from a repurposed metal ring, such as the rim from an old industrial drum or a large vehicle. Its weathered finish adds to the rustic charm and safely contains the firewood and flames. For seating, sections of thick tree logs are cut to a uniform height to serve as sturdy, natural stools, blending seamlessly with the outdoor environment. To define the space and provide a safe, non-flammable surface, a circle of bright white gravel is laid down. For comfort and a touch of softness, each log stool is topped with a plush, floral patterned cushion, tying the decor into the surrounding blooms. Tucked into a nook enclosed by a stone wall and overflowing with wildflowers, this upcycled fire pit becomes a magical focal point, demonstrating how reclaimed materials can create an inviting and beautiful space for making memories. 2. From barrel to blooming stool. Add a pop of playful color and practical seating to your garden by upcycling an industrial metal barrel into a whimsical ottoman. This creative project transforms a rugged container into a cheerful and comfortable garden accessory, perfect for placing amongst the flower beds. The transformation begins with a small metal drum or barrel, which is cut down to a comfortable seating height. After sanding and priming, the barrel is painted with a base coat of soft pink. For the fun, decorative touch, large polka dots in complementary pastel shades of lavender and mint green are painted around the sides. To create the seat, a circular piece of wood is cut to fit the top of the barrel. This is then covered with a thick layer of foam padding and upholstered with a vibrant, floral patterned fabric that echoes the colors of the garden. The finished cushion is then securely attached to the barrel base. The result is a sturdy and stylish stool, a fantastic example of how, with a little paint and fabric, a piece of industrial scrap can be completely reimagined into a joyful and functional piece. 3. Lucky charms catch the breeze. Create a whimsical and enchanting mobile for your garden by repurposing lucky horseshoes into delicate wind chimes adorned with floral and ethereal accents. This project transforms symbols of good fortune into a charming, tinkling decoration that dances in the breeze. Begin with a collection of used horseshoes, their weathered surface adding to their rustic appeal. Each horseshoe is cleaned and can be painted or left in its natural state. Small holes are drilled near the top for hanging and along the bottom for attaching embellishments. Colorful ceramic or painted metal flowers, butterflies crafted from thin metal or plastic, and smooth pieces of sea glass or painted wood are then strung from the bottom of each horseshoe using fine wire or fishing line. Some strands also include small, translucent beads that catch the light. The decorated horseshoes are then hung from a branch using varying lengths of string or wire, creating a layered and visually interesting mobile. When the wind blows, the elements gently chime against each other, producing soft, melodic sounds, transforming recycled horseshoes into a delightful and lucky addition to your garden. 4. A greenhouse of plastic bottles. Grow your own seedlings and extend your growing season with a remarkable geodesic dome greenhouse, ingeniously constructed almost entirely from recycled plastic bottles. This ambitious project is a powerful testament to sustainable innovation in the garden. The process begins by collecting hundreds of clear plastic bottles of the same size. To create the building blocks, the bottom of each bottle is cut off. The bottles are then threaded, one over the other, onto long garden canes or wooden rods, creating durable, semi-rigid tubes. The bottle caps are left on, creating a repeating, decorative pop of color throughout the structure. These bottle canes are then bent and attached to a simple wooden frame, which is painted to match the caps, to form the iconic dome shape. A wooden doorway provides easy access to the interior. The translucent plastic traps solar heat, creating the perfect warm environment for nurturing young plants, as seen with the trays of green seedlings inside. This is a brilliant way to turn a mountain of plastic waste into a functional and beautiful garden structure that gives back to the earth. 5. Tree trunk fairy apartment. Transform the base of a mature tree into an enchanting and whimsical fairy apartment complex using a collection of handcrafted and repurposed miniature elements. This project celebrates creativity and imagination, inviting a touch of magic into the heart of your garden. Begin by selecting a tree with a sturdy trunk. The foundation of the apartment is a series of small, intricately detailed fairy doors and windows. These can be crafted from recycled wood scraps, painted in pastel hues, and adorned with tiny hinges and handles made from wire or beads. Some doors feature faux vines made from string or thin wire wrapped with green tape. Charming signs, perhaps painted onto small pieces of wood, add to the whimsical feel. The miniature dwellings are attached to the tree trunk at varying heights, creating the illusion of multiple fairy homes stacked upon each other. Small touches like faux moss around the bases and tiny decorative elements further enhance the scene, transforming an ordinary tree into a captivating focal point that sparks joy and wonder. 6. Tires turned to mosaic treasure. Give old car tires a vibrant and artistic new life by transforming them into stunning, wall-mounted mosaic planters. This project turns a challenging piece of waste into a colorful and functional work of art for any exterior wall. The process begins with a used tire, cleaned thoroughly. To create the planter shape, the tire is cut in half horizontally. The bottom half is then folded upwards and secured firmly to the back, forming a sturdy pocket. The real artistry begins with the mosaic. Using strong adhesive, small, colorful tiles, which can be sourced from broken pottery or purchased craft tiles, are applied to the front surface of the pocket. The tiles are arranged in beautiful, flowing patterns, creating a unique design for each tire. After the adhesive and grout have cured, the pocket is filled with potting soil and planted with bright, cheerful flowers whose colors complement the mosaic work. Mounted securely on a plain wall, this trio of upcycled tires becomes a spectacular and eco-conscious vertical garden, adding a burst of color and texture to any space. 7. A recycled woodland welcome. Create a charming woodland vignette for your garden by crafting a feature that combines recycled wood and repurposed natural elements. This project brings a touch of rustic hospitality to any corner of your yard, offering a warm welcome to both birds and visitors. The centerpiece is a classic birdhouse, which can be easily constructed from reclaimed wood pallets or leftover lumber scraps. The weathered, unfinished wood gives it an authentic, rustic look that blends perfectly into a garden setting. For an elevated display, the birdhouse is mounted onto a repurposed stand made from a wide, flat section of a tree trunk or a large stump. This creates a natural pedestal for the arrangement. The display is brought to life by flanking the birdhouse with simple terracotta pots filled with colorful flowers, such as vibrant pink impatiens and sweet white alyssum. To complete the woodland scene, the base of the tree stump is artfully decorated with clumps of fresh green moss and a scattering of smooth river stones. Placed against a stone wall, this simple yet elegant display becomes a beautiful focal point in the garden. 8. From tire to floral swing. Transform a humble car tire into a breathtakingly romantic floral swing, creating an elegant and whimsical focal point for your garden. This project reimagines a piece of rugged rubber as a delicate, decorative wreath, perfect for special occasions or simply adding a touch of unexpected beauty. The process begins with thoroughly cleaning a used tire. To achieve a soft and cheerful look, the entire tire is then painted with durable, outdoor-safe paint in a vibrant shade of pink. Once dry, it's ready for decoration. Using a strong hot glue or wire, a dense arrangement of high-quality silk roses in shades of pink, lilac, and white is attached to the entire front face of the tire. This creates the lush, full appearance of a traditional wreath. Instead of a simple rope, the tire is suspended from a sturdy tree branch using long, flowing ribbons in coordinating pastel colors. These ribbons add to the graceful, celebratory feel of the piece. Hanging under the canopy of a beautiful tree, this upcycled tire becomes a stunning piece of garden art, proving how industrial waste can be transformed into something truly elegant. 9. Pallets reborn as garden lounge. Create a luxurious and comfortable outdoor lounge area by cleverly upcycling wooden shipping crates and pallets into a custom sofa and table set, perfect for a lush cottage garden. The foundation of the spacious sofa is a series of sturdy wooden crates, arranged to form a long base with armrests at each end. To achieve a soft, shabby chic aesthetic, the crates are painted in a beautiful medley of coordinating pastel colors like mint green and dusty pink. In front, a large, natural wood pallet is repurposed as a rustic, low-slung coffee table. Comfort is key to this transformation. Custom-fit seat cushions are created to top the crate base, and the sofa is piled high with an abundance of plush throw pillows in floral prints and solid colors. A cozy quilt adds an extra layer of invitation. The pallet table is adorned with numerous small vases, each holding a vibrant bouquet of garden flowers. This project proves how humble, industrial materials can be transformed with soft textiles and a little paint into a truly cozy and inviting garden sanctuary, nestled amongst the blooms. 10. Tune in to a fairy tale. Change the channel from old technology to pure enchantment by transforming a vintage television set into a magical fairy house diorama. This project upcycles an obsolete electronic into a captivating portal to a miniature world, perfect as a unique garden accent or indoor art piece. The transformation begins by carefully removing all the internal electronics from a retro TV, leaving only the hollow shell. The exterior case is then painted a charming pastel pink and decorated with delicate floral details. The now empty screen space becomes the stage for the tiny scene. Inside, a detailed, moss-roofed cottage is built and surrounded by a lush landscape of preserved moss, colorful silk flowers, and whimsical mushrooms. A tiny cobblestone path leads to the cottage door, inviting imagination. To bring the scene to life, a string of warm fairy lights is woven throughout, illuminating the tiny house from within and casting a magical glow on the flowers. This stunning display turns a piece of forgotten tech into a unique work of art, offering a permanent, enchanting view worth watching. 11. From cans to cheerful planters. Brighten up a plain wooden fence and give it a splash of personality with a cheerful lineup of hand-painted, recycled tin can planters. This fun and affordable project is a wonderful way to turn everyday trash into a colorful garden treasure. The project starts with collecting empty food cans. After being thoroughly cleaned and having any sharp edges smoothed, they are ready for decorating. Punch a few small holes in the bottom of each can for drainage. The cans are then painted with a base coat of vibrant, glossy paint in an array of happy colors like yellow, red, and purple. Once the base coat is dry, simple and joyful designs, such as daisies and other stylized flowers, are hand-painted onto the sides. To finish the construction, a hanger is fashioned from sturdy wire and attached to each can. Each colorful, recycled can is then filled with soil and a small, cheerful plant. Hung in a row along a picket fence, they create a delightful and eye-catching display that brings a smile to any face and is a perfect way to get creative with recycling. 12. Woven wonders from waste. Give your plastic waste a durable and surprisingly stylish new purpose by weaving it into beautiful, modern planters for your deck or patio. This resourceful project transforms disposable materials into sophisticated, textured containers. The process begins by turning old plastic bags or sheets of newspaper into a sturdy crafting medium. The material is cut into uniform strips and then folded or twisted into a strong yarn or plarn. Using traditional basket weaving or coiling techniques, this recycled yarn is then tightly woven to form a large, rounded planter. The process requires patience, but it builds a remarkably strong and lightweight container. The original print and colors from the bags or newspapers create a unique, graphic pattern on each finished piece, making every planter one of a kind. Lined to hold soil, these upcycled baskets become perfect, weather-resistant homes for a variety of vibrant flowers and lush herbs. Displayed as a collection, they are a testament to sustainable crafting, proving that everyday waste can be turned into functional and beautiful garden decor with a modern edge. 13. From barrel to water garden. Add a sleek, modern water feature to your garden without any digging by upcycling a metal barrel into a beautiful, self-contained lily pond. This innovative project turns industrial waste into a sophisticated and tranquil garden focal point. The project starts with a standard metal drum. The barrel is carefully cut in half lengthwise to create a long, trough-shaped container. After smoothing any sharp edges, the interior is sealed to ensure it's watertight. The exterior is then given a bold, contemporary look with a two-tone paint job in glossy blue and green, transforming the barrel into a stylish piece of decor. The finished container is set into the garden and surrounded by a neat border of light-colored river pebbles. Filled with water, the recycled barrel becomes a miniature aquatic ecosystem, providing the perfect home for beautiful pink and white water lilies and tall, elegant reeds. To complete the feature and add evening ambience, a pair of simple solar-powered lights are staked at each end. This project is a fantastic demonstration of how industrial scrap can be reimagined into a vibrant and living work of art. 14. A village of recycled bottles. Create a cheerful and vibrant fairy village to line your garden fence, with each charming house crafted from a recycled plastic bottle. This delightful project turns plastic waste into a whimsical street full of color and personality, perfect for sparking imagination. The process starts by collecting large plastic bottles, such as those for milk or juice. After cleaning, each bottle is given a solid base coat of bright, weatherproof paint, blue, yellow, green, or red. Some can even have a two-toned roof for extra flair. The details bring these houses to life. Miniature doors and windows, which can be crafted from wood scraps or polymer clay, are painted and glued onto the bottle's surface. Tiny window boxes are attached beneath the windows and filled with miniature artificial flowers, adding a touch of green to each tiny home. Hand-painted flowers can also be added for extra detail. Arranged in a long, colorful row atop a garden fence, this upcycled neighborhood becomes an instant focal point, bringing a sense of joyful, imaginative play to any outdoor space. 15. A focus on recycled art. Create a truly unique piece of modern garden art by combining everyday recycled items with forgotten technology. This striking flower sculpture turns small, discarded objects into a captivating focal point for any fence post or garden wall. This project is an exercise in creative assemblage. The flower's petals are crafted from 8 metal bottle caps, painted a rustic burnt orange. To add texture and a pop of color, a small circle of green wire mesh, cut from old screening material, is fitted inside each cap. The most surprising element forms the center of the bloom, an old, recycled camera lens. This unexpected choice gives the flower a watchful, industrial character that contrasts beautifully with the natural garden setting. The bottle cap petals are arranged in a circle, likely glued to a hidden backing disc, with the lens secured in the middle. The entire piece is then mounted on a wooden post. This sculpture proves that by combining familiar recycled items with the unexpected, you can create a piece of weatherproof art that is both thought-provoking and beautiful, adding a touch of industrial chic to your outdoor space. 16. Bottle cap butterfly wall art. Create a breathtaking and vibrant mural for your garden wall by cleverly repurposing hundreds of plastic bottle caps into a stunning butterfly mosaic. This large-scale project transforms a common form of plastic waste into a colorful and eye-catching piece of outdoor art. The The process begins with the collection of numerous plastic bottle caps in a wide spectrum of colors, particularly shades of pink, purple, and blue. Once cleaned, these caps become the mosaic tiles. The outline of a large butterfly is drawn onto a wall or a sturdy backing board. Then, using strong outdoor adhesive, the bottle caps are meticulously arranged within the lines, creating a beautiful gradient of color across the butterfly's wings. The body of the butterfly can be formed from a painted plastic bottle cut in half or another suitable recycled material. Large button eyes and wire antennae add whimsical details. Surrounded by equally colorful flowers crafted from bottle caps or other recycled materials, this monumental butterfly becomes a testament to creative recycling, adding a joyful and artistic focal point to any garden space. 17. A garden's favorite blue jeans. Give your garden a playful and unexpected personality by upcycling worn-out blue jeans into a row of whimsical, eye-catching planters. This creative project turns old clothing into a unique and joyful garden art installation. The process begins with saving old pairs of denim jeans. To turn them into planters, a sturdy pot or a durable plastic liner is inserted into the top of the jeans to hold soil and moisture, protecting the fabric from decay. The jeans are then draped over a garden fence, creating the illusion that they are casually sitting in a row. Each pair is then filled with a lush and vibrant bouquet of flowers. A mix of colorful pink and blue blossoms creates a stunning display that seems to burst forth from the denim. For an extra touch of coordinated charm, a small, decorative garden trowel is hung from a belt loop of each pair, adding to the delightful, rustic theme. Cascading green vines are also included, spilling down the front of the jeans, making this a fantastic and memorable way to give old clothes a new purpose. 18. A fence of plastic bottles. Protect your garden beds and define your space with a clever and highly sustainable fence constructed almost entirely from recycled plastic bottles. This innovative project turns a major source of waste into a functional and stylish garden border. The construction is surprisingly simple. Start by collecting plastic drink bottles of a similar size. Holes are drilled through the center of the top and bottom of each bottle. Two long, slim rods, such as bamboo canes or PVC pipes, are then threaded through these holes to create the horizontal rails of the fence. The bottles are arranged along the rods in an alternating up and down pattern and spaced evenly. The entire assembly of rails and bottles is then attached to sturdy wooden posts for support. To create a cohesive, decorative look, the entire structure, bottles and rails, is painted a single uniform color. This simple step transforms the collection of recycled materials into an intentional piece of garden design. This fence is a fantastic, low-cost solution for creating attractive borders, proving that practical garden structures can be both beautiful and environmentally friendly. 19. A fridge full of flowers. Make a truly unexpected and stunning statement in your garden by upcycling a non-functional refrigerator into a magnificent vertical planter. This ambitious project transforms a piece of kitchen scrap into a vibrant cabinet of botanical curiosities. The project begins with an old refrigerator, ensuring all cooling elements and electrical components are safely removed. The exterior of the fridge can be covered in colorful preserved moss, giving it a soft, organic texture that helps it blend into the garden. Inside, the existing shelves provide a perfect multi-level stage for displaying a collection of potted plants, while the shelves on the door can be retrofitted with long, trough-like planters to create even more growing space. The fridge is then filled with a rich diversity of colorful flowers and lush green foliage, creating a spectacular display of life from top to bottom. Placed in a garden, this repurposed appliance becomes a surprising and delightful focal point, guaranteed to be a conversation starter. It's a genius way to keep a large item out of the landfill and give it a beautiful green new purpose. 20. Jars of light and scent. Create a beautifully fragrant and ambient glow for any windowsill by transforming simple, recycled glass jars into elegant luminaries. This project is a wonderful way to capture the beauty and scent of the garden, bringing it indoors. The process is incredibly easy and rewarding. Begin by collecting clean, empty glass jars of various sizes. The first layer inside each jar is a colorful and fragrant potpourri, made from dried flower petals and botanicals, which could even be from your own garden. On top of the potpourri base, a delicate string of battery-operated, warm white fairy lights is coiled. The lights intertwine with the petals, creating a magical, sparkling effect when lit. For a final, elegant touch, a simple pink satin ribbon is tied into a neat bow around the neck of each jar. Lined up on a windowsill, these upcycled jars offer a stunning view both inside and out. As evening falls, they cast a soft, warm light that beautifully illuminates the colorful petals within, providing a cozy ambience to the room. It's a perfect example of how the simplest recycled containers can become sophisticated, multi-sensory decor. 21. From can to candlelight. Illuminate your garden pathways and flower beds with the simple, rustic charm of a handmade tin can lantern. This wonderfully easy project transforms a common household food can into a source of warm, ambient light for magical evenings. The process begins by taking a standard tin can and thoroughly cleaning it, removing any labels to reveal the shiny metal underneath. Using tin snips or a sturdy cutting tool, a large window is carefully cut out of one side. This opening allows the candlelight to shine through and creates access to the interior. For an extra touch of craftsmanship, the edges of the window can be decorated with a simple embossed or pressed pattern. A sturdy wire is then attached across the top of the can to create a simple handle for hanging. A small tea light or votive candle is placed inside, and the lantern is ready to be hung from a shepherd's hook. As dusk settles, the flickering flame casts a cozy and inviting glow, beautifully highlighting the surrounding flowers. This project proves you don't need expensive materials to create effective and atmospheric garden lighting. A little creativity with recycled items is all it takes. 22. Bottles casting colorful light. Transform ordinary plastic detergent bottles into a stunning display of vibrant, patterned lanterns to illuminate your garden evenings. This creative upcycling project gives new life to discarded containers, turning them into eye-catching sources of colorful light. The process begins with collecting empty, large plastic bottles. After thoroughly cleaning them, intricate patterns are cut out of the sides using a craft knife or scissors. These designs allow light to escape in beautiful shapes. The bottles are then painted in a range of bright, translucent colors like red, yellow, blue, and green. Once dry, small battery-operated LED candles are placed inside each bottle, providing a safe and long-lasting glow. A simple wire handle is attached to the top of each bottle for hanging. Suspended from garden arches or pergolas at varying heights, this collection of colorful, patterned lanterns creates a magical and festive ambience as night falls. The light shining through the cutout designs casts intricate shadows, transforming your garden into a whimsical and enchanting space. '23. From bottle to babbling brook. Add the gentle, soothing sound of trickling water to your garden with a charming cascading fountain, crafted entirely from recycled plastic bottles. This simple, eco-friendly project brings a touch of serenity to any small space. The construction is wonderfully straightforward. The project requires several clear plastic bottles. The base of a large bottle is cut off to create the main collection pool at the bottom. The tops of smaller bottles are cut to form the intermediate cups or basins. These cut pieces are then arranged in a tiered formation down a small, mossy slope in the garden, allowing water to cascade from one level to the next. A full bottle placed at the very top serves as the initial water source. For a continuous flow, a small, hidden submersible pump can be used to circulate the water back to the top. Tinting the water with a bit of food coloring can add a playful splash of color. This delightful upcycled fountain is a perfect addition to a fairy garden, proving that you can create beautiful, dynamic features from the simplest of waste materials. '24. A wheel of coastal blooms. Bring the cheerful essence of a seaside garden to your porch or patio by upcycling a bicycle wheel into a unique and vibrant wreath. This project creatively blends floral beauty with coastal charm on an unexpected industrial base. The project starts with a salvaged bicycle wheel. After cleaning, the rim is painted a bright white to provide a fresh canvas. The creative assembly then begins. A lush garland of colorful silk flowers, such as roses, daisies, and other blossoms in shades of pink, purple, and yellow, is wrapped and secured around the entire outer rim. To introduce the coastal theme, a collection of seashells and starfish are artfully attached amongst the flowers and along the spokes using a strong adhesive. Painting the starfish in coordinating pastel shades of blue and pink adds to the whimsical, summery feel. Suspended in a breezy spot, this recycled wheel becomes a stunning mobile that spins gently in the wind. It's a testament to imaginative repurposing, showing how disparate themes and recycled materials can be combined to create a truly one-of-a-kind piece of seasonal decor. 25. A rainbow of bottle planters. Maximize your growing space and add a vibrant splash of color to your balcony with a row of cheerful hanging planters made from recycled plastic bottles. This easy and eco-friendly project is perfect for urban gardening. The process is simple and fun. Start by collecting large plastic drink bottles. The bottom half of each bottle is carefully cut off to create a sturdy pot. A few small holes should be drilled in the base for drainage to ensure healthy plants. The exterior of each plastic pot is then painted with a coat of bright, weatherproof paint. By using a different color for each one, pink, yellow, red, and green, you can create a beautiful rainbow effect. Once dry, holes are punched near the rim to attach simple plastic or wire hangers with hooks. Each upcycled planter is then filled with potting soil and a colorful flowering plant, like petunias or vinca, hung neatly in a row over a balcony railing. They create a stunning cascade of color that instantly brightens the space and turns plastic waste into a lively and functional vertical garden. 26. A wheelbarrow's floral delivery. Add a touch of classic cottage charm to your lawn with a decorative wheelbarrow planter, handcrafted from reclaimed wood. This mobile floral display brings color and rustic elegance wherever it goes, becoming a beautiful focal point in any garden. This delightful project can be built using wood salvaged from old pallets, crates, or other leftover lumber. The pieces are cut and assembled to form the traditional shape of a wheelbarrow, complete with a single wheel, legs, and handles. A coat of cheerful, dusty pink paint gives the piece a soft, romantic finish that stands out beautifully against a green lawn. To prepare it for planting, the basin should be lined with a durable plastic sheet with a few drainage holes poked through to protect the wood and keep the plants healthy. The wheelbarrow is then filled to the brim with a lush and vibrant mix of garden flowers. An abundant arrangement of peonies, cosmos, and pansies creates a stunning, overflowing bouquet. This beautiful, upcycled feature becomes a mobile garden, easily moved to brighten any spot that needs a splash of color. 27. Tire transformation to toadstools. Create a whimsical seating area in your garden with a set of fun and functional toadstools crafted from repurposed car tires. This imaginative project transforms a bulky piece of waste into charming, sturdy garden stools that add a touch of fairy tale magic to any outdoor space. The transformation begins with used car tires. To form the toadstool cap, the tire is painted in cheerful pastel shades of pink and lavender. Once dry, large white polka dots are added for the classic toadstool look. The stem of each toadstool is created from another smaller, round piece of recycled material, such as a sturdy plastic bucket or a section of a thick wooden post, painted a soft white. The painted tire cap is then securely attached to the stem. Arranged on a lawn, these upcycled tire toadstools provide playful and durable seating, perfect for a children's garden or anyone who enjoys a touch of fantasy in their outdoor decor. They are a wonderful example of how even large, discarded items can be reimagined into delightful garden features. As our tour of these creative possibilities comes to an end, I hope your imagination is sparkling. Remember, true creativity isn't about buying new things, but about seeing the extraordinary potential in the ordinary and overlooked. Your garden's next masterpiece might be an object that has lost its original purpose, now ready for a beautiful new beginning. I encourage you to look around your own home with new eyes. The most beautiful gardens are those filled with love and personal touches that tell a story. Thank you once again for spending your time here at Suhar Aesthetic Studio. If these ideas inspired you, please consider subscribing to join our creative community. Until next time, happy creating, and may your garden always reflect your unique spirit.